Hello, good people. How are you this morning, this evening, this afternoon, depending on where you are? Hope you are good. Hope you're doing great. And if not, don't worry. The future is always brighter. There's no time you have ever been told that the future is dark. The future is always brighter, meaning tomorrow is also another day. The first and foremost is to thank you, people. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm really grateful. I'm happy that I'm inspiring and I'm helping people through this channel, not for my own personal gain, but also that people are being impacted by the videos that I'm uploading here. I've gotten feedback from you people. A number of you have inboxed me through my email, through my WhatsApp, through my line, and through other means in my inboxes. And I am really grateful to hear that the content is impactful. The content is really rectifying. I thank God and I honor God for that. Now, today, we are going to discuss the preventive measures that we can take to prevent suicide, all the tips that we can use to curb suicide. I remember in the last video, that was the suicide video, I told you that the resolutions or the measures to take, I'll discuss them in another separate video because I didn't want the video to be lengthy. And here I am to honor that promise. I know somebody might ask themselves, why suicide? The reason as to why I decided to address the topic of suicide, it's because suicide has become so rampant in our society. And as I had mentioned earlier, in every 40 seconds, like a minute, somebody loses their life. And why are they losing their life? Because of suicide. And the reason I saw it, it is one of the best topics to discuss so that at least we can reduce these cases. We might not end completely, or we might not come to a level that there will be 0 cases of suicide, but at least the number will be minimal. Point number 1, power of social connection. Let me put it that way. 1, connect with people that you trust. Like, I know in a family, there's that one family member that you trust, or a friend that you trust, or a professional. Connect with people who can help you to resolve and relieve your feeling. Whenever those ideations come to you, please call, yes, text, call someone, talk to them about what you're feeling. And if you cannot talk, because at times they might be overwhelming, write a message. Send to them, but please make an effort of communicating. Communicate to that confidant, whatever you are feeling, because there's power in social connection. Whenever that someone who cares about you gets to know that you are in distress, they come handy and they really help you to handle the feelings that you're having. Also, talking something that is really pressuring you is also relieving in one way or the other. Like, a problem shared is a problem half solved. Share with someone who you know is a confidant. And if you don't have such kind of a person in your circle, I still insist, seek therapy. Look for a professional mental health professional who will help you handle this issue that is really disturbing you. Okay? Another thing, bank on your past victories. I know whatever is making you to have those suicidal ideation might not be the first hardship that you are experiencing in life. It might be one of the major hardship, but you have other in your past that you have overcome. There are situations that in your past you have overcome them. Please look at them and draw strength from them, that if I overcame whatever happened to me that time, and I was never I was never drowned, I believe even now I'll not be drowned. Okay? I'll not succumb to this. I'll not give up. If I overcame in the past, also bank in a superior being, a supernatural being. As for us Christians, we bank on Jesus. For Muslims, they have Allah, and other denominations or religion, they have bank on a superior being. As human beings, we are spiritual. You cannot make it without really connecting with the deity. Please have a spiritual, supernatural being that you bank on, where you go even when you don't have someone to confide to, or someone, or you feel like you don't want to talk, but you can go in prayers and outpour what you have. Because at times, even kneeling before God and praying and crying without even uttering a word, it relieves your heavy hearts and also your thoughts. Another thing, look around and look for the real life. Yes, look so much for that reason to live, because I know there's a reason to live. You maybe have a family, you have loved ones who love you, you have a mother, you have a father, or you have a wife and children. Let that feeling of living be more strong than the feeling of giving up and dying. Yes, look around and just give yourself a reason to live. That one will help you to fight this mentality of suicide. Another thing is distract yourself. Sometimes monotony and doing one thing repeatedly makes us to have same lineage of thoughts, and also loneliness. At times, maybe you are just in isolation. That aspect of staying in isolation makes you to overthink. You think and build castles of air and build and build and build, and without knowing, you find yourself you've already done what you're really fighting against. So please distract yourself. Do something that you love. Do something that you feel like you've changed to play sabbatical. You've changed the norm. Like if you wake up in the morning, you bathe, you go to work, come back, cook up, eat, sleep. If the pattern is that way, try to distract the pattern. At times, just go out for a nature walk. At times, just go out for an outing. At times, just go. Take those nature walks and walk. Take a book and read. Maybe you love watching. Distract one of your schedule and do something different. Break that monotony, so that at least your thoughts can be refreshed. Another thing is that accept that life has ups and downs. This is something that we should come in terms to, or we should come in terms with. Life is not a straight path. Life tends to have ups, and those are the moments that we cherish and we love so much, but it also has its down. So just know how to handle your ups and know how to handle your downs. Have that emotional intelligence, because they will come. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you are so prayerful, God will bring, and that's the reason you are told that God will not bring something that you cannot handle. So those things will always come, but He has given you that power to handle them. So be ready to handle challenges when they come, like your way. Next point is write down your thoughts. Journaling, it's called journaling. Journaling help us to express our thoughts and feeling. It helps us to externalize. Instead of hampering our feeling inside, we tend to remove them by writing our thoughts. Putting our thoughts on paper help us to kind of share. We are sharing our thoughts with a paper and a pen. We put those thoughts somewhere, and after we overcome the situation, you come and read. And by keeping journaling, you tend to track even your thoughts pattern, the way your emotions have been behaving, the way your thoughts have been behaving. So it's good to put to write down or to journal your feelings and your thoughts. Okay. Also, when you don't have someone who you can bank on, or that at the moment you don't have, you cannot be able to seek professional help, you can journal. When you feel overwhelmed, take that book and pen, write what you're feeling. Even if you write it in tears, just put it down. It helps to relieve what you're feeling from the inside. The next is seek professional help, especially on matters suicide. Let's not take it lightly. Let's not take it like somebody is pretending so that they can seek attention. No, let's seek professional help from the mental health professionals. We have mental health professionals, counselors like me, psychologists. We have psychiatrists. Please go look for help. They are all over. Even in public hospitals, they are counseling sessions, and there are counselors in those hospitals. And if yours is beyond maybe just counseling and everything, you will now be put to medication, and that's where a psychiatry comes in. Please seek help. It is very important to seek help, because at times suicide might just get out of hand. At times, maybe somebody is just sick mentally, you know, and I still insist. The same way your other body parts get sick and you tend to say, I have a headache, I'm having a stomachache, is the same way also your mental, okay, your brain, your psyche get affected and it gets sick. So let's also reduce this stigma around the people who have tried to commit suicide, maybe attempted to commit suicide, and maybe we have now started stigmatizing them. Let's recognize that their mental health illnesses are there. Yes, let's stop being so judgmental that maybe something that we feel as we can handle, we equate ourselves to that person who committed suicide because of something that we feel it's minor. Yes, let's eradicate this stigma so that people in our society can freely and openly go to seek help. Because I'll give a personal experience. I was once working in one of the hospitals, which was a level 4 hospital, and the kind of stigma that is accorded to people who seek therapy, because now counselors and psychiatrists were in one area, which was Ward 9. Anybody who was seen getting into Ward 9 alikuwa anaitwa mtu wa Mathare, like somebody who is psychic. And that is not the case. You can come and seek counseling because of just something that you feel, I want to make a decision, but this decision I feel like I need help. I need somebody to talk to and hear their view and also to be guided so that I can make the right decision. Now that person just come to Ward 9, found Councillor Grace, we talked, we are done, and they leave. But the moment someone else will see them leaving that place, they'll say that that person is mad, as they put it. Kila mtu mwenye anadanga Ward 9 ni mtu amerukwa na kichwa. You know, let's reduce that stigma. Because there are people who really want to seek help. But when they remember that they'll go to that Ward 9, they change their mind. And it is really costing us. And that aspect of, if somebody, for example, was they were uncontrollable when they were being admitted in Ward 9 and medication was used here and there to stabilize them, and then they're out there and you now keep using them as point of reference, like yule alikuwa Mathare. Please, 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 let's give each and everyone a chance. Doesn't mean because they have or they had mental health illness they are weak. Even you are not strong enough. At times there are things that will come your way and you cannot handle, and your mind, you just break. Okay, I insist. Let's people seek professional help, because at times, even when you're going to seek help from your friends, it becomes even more bruising and injuring than the way it was. Why? At times you share something with someone, thinking that they are confident, thinking that they'll keep it private, only to realize later that they have exposed you. And instead of helping this person, you've added salt on that fresh wound. This is the reason I insist. Seek help. For example, in public hospital, counseling is free. Okay? Counseling is very free. Go there, seek help. Like the same way you go to line up when you're having malaria or any other kind of sickness. Please, let's embrace seeking professional help, which is counseling. From that point, this video I had divided it into two. That is now when you have suicidal ideation. But there's now when another person has suicidal ideation, and for them they cannot take care of themselves, or they are at their edge. Now you, as the loved one or the other party, there are the things that you can do, at least to make sure that this person, they are not predisposed to take their life. One, reduce access to means of committing suicide. When I say this, reduce access to things like medicines, agrochemicals, weapons like firearms for those who possess firearms, sharp objects like knives, daggers, and things that this person can use to inflict self-harm. Okay? Also observe on warning signs. You know, there are warning signs that come just direct. One, If someone is verbalizing it, they are saying, I cannot take it anymore. I'm hopeless. I'm giving up. Observe such kind of statements. It will really help to rescue this life. Also observe people's behavior. The others now, their sleeping pattern change, their eating habits change. They don't want to associate with people anymore. They are just locked in for themselves. Yes, prepare or put a safety plan. That's another point. Safety plan, like I understand that each and every country have their emergency numbers for suicide, or emergency number for anything that has happened. For example, an accident has happened, there are those emergency numbers that you can call for, maybe St. John's ambulance to come and rescue that person. Please put in place, if you know that someone is suicidal, have those numbers, those hotline numbers that you can call. Yes, please call for help. And if already you found somebody has committed suicide and you don't know how to help, please stop doing what you think is right, because there are so many things people do to a victim that are not right. Do you give him milk? Do you give him what? No, you're not a professional. Just seek help. Come on, ambulance. Take that number of hospital, call the ambulance, or just the means of transport that you take and take that person to hospital, and then be attended to professionally. Because at times we think that we are helping, but we are causing more harm. Are you relating to either of these points? Is there a point that you feel that should be more expounded to you that you don't understand? Were these points or these measures helpful to you? Have it opened your mind on the way you can handle and at least minimize the cases of suicide? If yes, kindly drop that in the comment section below. And also, take your time to like. As you watch this video, like it. In the process of watching, or by the time you are finishing to watch it, please drop a like. A like really helps YouTube to recommend this video to so many people. Also share widely, because everyone needs to hear this. Thank you so much for your time and for watching to this far. I'm really grateful for setting aside your time to watch this content. Please share, like, subscribe. If you are watching without subscribing, you are doing this channel injustice. Please just click that subscription button and spread this gospel of mental health awareness. Thank you and bye.